Now that you have a company page and a steadily growing list of connections, it's time to start driving traffic and engagement. Your initial goal is to increase your number of followers, then accelerating your likes and comments. If you haven't already, the first thing you should do is make sure you've got LinkedIn buttons on your website. One button should be added to your homepage and to the stack header or footer. This button will direct users right to your company page where they can follow you and engage. Next up, you want to add LinkedIn share options to your blog posts. This will either allow leads who read your blog to automatically share the post to LinkedIn or to like or comment on your post. Last but not least, always be on the lookout for appropriate places to add your LinkedIn URL. This includes both your company page and your personal URL. Appropriate places could include your email signature, relevant online marketing properties, and internal links on your articles and blog posts. Let's move on to posting relevant content on your company page. When it comes to sharing content on your page, you must be strategic. The items you post will show up in the recent updates section of your company page. The goal is not to post for the sake of posting, but to post content that would be meaningful and valuable to your industry and your followers. This includes original content as well as content that you share from other sources. Aim for no more than one post a day, 3 to 7 days a week. To save time, pre-schedule your posts using a tool such as Hootsuite or Buffer. You can even link Buffer to a content suggestion tool such as Q. Consider posting varied content to each social platform, and yes, you can post content that does well more than once. Just make sure it doesn't happen too close together. Make sure that everything you post has a relevant headline or asks an engaging question. Here's a few ideas of content that can drive likes, engagement, and followers. Share relevant articles from others. If you find a trending, recent, or otherwise relevant article on another online platform, feel free to share it on your page. This includes articles from online newspapers, magazines, industry blogs, videos, or any URL. Next, your blog posts. If you post blogs, articles, news, or company updates to your website, you should always share them on your company page. This includes old posts on topics that are trending at the moment. Then there's links to upcoming events. An upcoming company charity fundraiser or special event, or the upcoming industry workshop or seminar you'll be attending, can both be great content to post. Go ahead and add it to your page. Then there's infographics. Infographics are an excellent method of driving engagement, and great infographics are something people like to share. Next up, original content curated just for LinkedIn. You can't publish content straight to your company page, but you can have content curated to post to your personal profile, or one of your key employees' personal profiles. Once posted, you can share the URL to this post on your company page. Next, something fun or informative. Try exploring links to relevant memes, fun trending topics, or something informative such as a great ebook that you just read or a webinar you recently attended. When you're dealing with the fun side though, again, keep in mind LinkedIn is meant to be a little more professional than sites like Facebook. Then there's creating slide shares. You can create new slide shares or add existing slide shares to your profile. These will automatically populate in the summary section of your personal profile, to then be shared on your company page. You can also invest in SlideShare content ads. Heads up, you don't have to curate your own content. To save time and stress, don't feel obligated to create any of the content suggestions above. Your in-house marketing team or graphic designer can create your content, or you can outsource your content to a ghostwriter or a freelancer. So now that you have a nice solid foundation, it's time to start expanding your personal following, and leveraging relevant LinkedIn groups is an excellent way to do just that. The groups you join should be strategic, a nice mix of industry groups and groups your target B2B audience is likely to frequent. However, also consider creating your own LinkedIn groups. At current moment, you can be a member of up to 100 groups of the current 1.5 million groups total, and you can own or manage up to 30. Below, we'll discuss the advantages of both, but keep in mind that more is not always better. Now before we move on, let's make one thing clear. Establishing yourself as a thought leader is your number one goal. Now you may think that your number one goal is to generate more leads via organic marketing or something like that, but there's no better way to achieve this and all of your other goals than to establish yourself as an industry innovator or thought leader. This means that the articles you share in groups, the posts you write, polls you create, questions you ask, and the comments you make should be far more thought-provoking than the often casual comments and posts shared within your personal Facebook or Twitter profiles. In other words, don't comment just to comment, or just to agree with others, but with the intention of adding value. Let's talk about joining new groups. Odds are you only have time to regularly engage in a handful of groups, so 10 or less is more than fine. You won't be able to see how active the group is until you request to join and are approved. But you're looking for active groups, or new and fast-growing groups. When scrolling through the group database, consider factors such as the number of members in the group, the company or companies the group admins work for, the service area the bulk of the members are in, and whether it's a service area you serve, and membership criteria and rules. Once approved, set a goal for how many days a week you want to engage. However, you must make responding to comments and direct messaging a priority, above and beyond your new posts and engagement. Keep in mind that trying to sell your product or service is not the goal. In fact, doing either will likely get you removed from the group. As you identify other members, potential leads, or industry influencers, connect with them directly. Then message them directly. Better yet, when someone is impressed with your contributions and thought leadership, they'll connect with you directly or visit your company page. But how about creating your own group? Creating your own group is something you and your team will need to commit at least a few minutes to managing every day. This includes approving new members, driving new conversations, deleting members who violate your terms, and so on. However, you can add multiple moderators and admins to your group so that responsibility doesn't all fall on you. Creating your own group for a sales or product-heavy theme isn't the goal and won't drive new members or engagement. However, having your own group allows you to create a platform for the industry topics or niche that you specialize in. And as an owner or admin, your group members are likely to connect with you and follow your company. As you can see, there are many ways for you to network and expand your personal profile and company page to a larger audience on LinkedIn. As with all organic methods of social media marketing, consistency is the key to success. You can boost all organic strategies with LinkedIn's paid advertising options as well. Now, as great as all of this info is, it's not going to be of any use to you or your business if you don't apply what you've learned. So, roll up your sleeves and get ready to execute the steps in the following battle plan. Step 1. Spend an hour brainstorming your LinkedIn marketing goals. Step 2. Think about what kind of content is most useful for your business or niche and develop a content plan. Step 3. Take 15 minutes to create and optimize a LinkedIn company page in accordance with what you learned in this guide. Step 4. Start creating, curating, and posting the content decided on in Step 2 and begin implementing the recommended practices you've learned here.